Heyo, what's up? I'm CoolPikachu, and today is another episode of Pokemon Subspecies, which is the series where I go ahead and draw different variations of Pokemon throughout the Johto Pokedex. And today, we are going to be drawing Mccargo. Last week we did Slugma, so this week we're going to be doing the evolutions for those variations that I did last week. So since these are the evolutions of the previous Slugma that I did, I kept, I guess, the same typings, and the main difference between these ones and the pre-evolutions is that they have a shell, and so I had fun designing the different types of shells that would match with each of these Mccargos. So first we got the toxic Mccargo. I kept the spikes near the eyes, as well as the purple little bubbles that were, I guess, on its body. For the shell, I made this kind of spirally snail shell with spikes on it because I thought that would match the poison theme, I suppose. So the standard Mccargo has sort of this flame that kind of erupts out of its shell, I suppose. So what I did with the toxic one was I had sort of this kind of smog-like thing coming out of its shell to kind of just resemble that. For the color of the shell, I gave it this darkish, blackish color, and the little spots surrounding it, I gave it the same purple that I put for the tips of the spikes. Next up we got the water Mccargo, which is the evolution of the water Slugma. Same general idea. This one is made up of water, and again I try to indicate that with the shading and I guess the shape of the bubbles. Unlike the pre-evolution, I decided to give the eyes a round kind of bubble shape. I almost went with kind of this wavy water thing, but it really didn't look that great, especially because Mccargo doesn't have the flame thing that Slugma does. So I decided to copy that and just give it a smooth eyepiece or whatever instead of what I did with the Slugma. For the shell, I gave it this sort of conch shell type thing. I think it's a conch shell, I'm not sure. It's the one where it's like spirally and it has the spikes. I considered doing like a standard snail shell, but I thought, you know what, this is kind of cool, I'm gonna do this instead. For the colors, I made the Mccargo blue, the same blue as the Slugma, and then I gave the shell this kind of pinkish color. So the next one, we got the snow Mccargo, and like its pre-evolution, I gave it sort of the Lowland Ninetales treatment for the eyes, and I made the little droopy thingies, I don't even know what they're called, but the little droopy thingies, I made them slimmer to kind of resemble, I don't know, frozen water dropping. I still have the crystals on the body. For the shell, I had fun with this one, so I made it kind of blocky, more like, I guess, icy rock as opposed to magma rock, and I emphasized that with the highlights. Like the flame with Mccargo, I gave the snow Mccargo this kind of hole where icy mist erupts from it, so I thought that was pretty cool. And for the last one, we got the Spirit Mccargo, which is the evolution of the Spirit Slugma. Basically the same as the Slugma. I gave it that kind of spirity-ish kind of body, and no pupils for the eyes because, again, it needs to be creepy. And I did add that little ghosty tail because you gotta have it. For the shell, I was torn on what to do. Originally, I was going to do what I did with the standard Mccargo, which is just, draw the basic standard Mccargo shell. But then I thought, you know what, I kind of wanted to make it tied somewhat to, I guess, ghosts and stuff like that. So I thought, what about a tombstone? So that's what I ended up doing. And I did create like this crack on the shell because I thought that was cool. I was inspired a little bit about Spiritomb and the odd keystone. That's kind of where the crack comes in. But yeah, colors are basically the same. I gave the shell this kind of darkish gray color. Almost went for tan, but then thought, nah, dark gray looks better. So that's it for Mccargo. I hope you guys enjoy. I don't know what next week is, but I'll figure it out. Anywho, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Just remember to stay cool. Catch you all later.